How you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You got infected, bro? You got the corona?
The corona.
Do I gotta wear one of those masks?
Nah, you don't. Man, people would be, well, if you wore it, they probably wouldn't. But it's like,
Nah.
Asian person wearing that mask right now, that's it.
Racist to them?
Hell yeah.
What do you think about that?
What?
Just like people being racist against Asian people.
You know. It's bound to happen.
I mean, I don't know.
One of my friends brought up a good point, right? Like when Ebola was around, like nobody was really being, like nobody was like really, because it came from what, Africa, right?
Yeah, kind of, right? It was in Africa.
I don't even know actually.
But the thing is that
I'm pretty sure
there's a lot of like Chinese people.
Yeah.
In the U.S.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of like.
African,
there's a lot of black
right?
people,
but not Africans.
Not like straight from Africa. And then you could tell who's Chinese, especially when they wear the mask.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, you're obviously wearing the mask because you're scared of the coronavirus, right? So then you kind of act a little racist. I'm not defending racism or I'm defending the situation, but I'm saying like,
no, there's definitely, it's good to hear from your perspective too, because like from my perspective, it's like that mask, it also like it protects you from germs, and then it also prevents you from spreading germs.
Well, the mask to me, it just indicates that you know about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And then, like, what's weird to me is that nobody wears it besides Asian people.
Yeah.
And then people are complaining that Asian people are spraying the disease, right? But if you don't want to get infected, shouldn't you also be wearing the mask? Like, by you, I mean like non-Asian
That's
people.
why, it's like ignorance, bro. Like,
yeah,
they don't know. They think they know.
But it's also like people just kind of clowns. Like they just like we had. I don't know about other cities, but in New York City, that we had the knockout game where people just walk around knocking people out.
Yeah,
they knocked out a grandma, bro. Freaking grandma got knocked out.
That's fucked up. I mean, the thing is that like Asians are usually more timid, right? Like,
yeah,
we usually keep to ourselves. So I feel like that kind of makes us an easy target, because people know that most Asians were quiet, and we don't, like,
maybe that's why they didn't do it for the Ebola.
It is because like
African guy will fuck you up, bro.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure like people were talking shit, but like we're the type, like, I'm not saying we're the type, but like, all right, I was gonna say that, but like, Asians are the type to talk shit about it quietly, not out loud.
You guys, not in a mean way, but like the Asian community, especially Chinese community, they're kind of very tight.
It is very tight knit. Like I was telling you, man, it's very exclusive.
Yeah, which is because like,
but
like, there's a Chinatown. There's no Mexican town. There's no African town. There's only a China, maybe a Korean town, I guess. There's only a block.
Nah, so it's like it gets crazy to the point where it's exclusive even within provinces. So like, Chinese people hate Chinese people too. It just depends what type of Chinese. No,
China's big, bro.
Not even joking around. Yeah, that's the thing. So it's like, depending on which Chinese person type of Chinese you are, like I'm talking about like the old heads, like the first generation coming to America, right?
I feel like that's in every country.
Yeah.
Like red and blue here in the U.S. and Mexico is like a lot of people from the city don't like people from the country, and people from the country don't like people.
Pretty much, it's like that.
I mean, it's discrimination everywhere, and then it's like us Americans, right? We hate each other, but then we unite to hate somebody else. Like, it's weird. It's like families fighting each other. Like, if we're brothers, we're gonna fight.
It's like that saying, right? That cliche saying. What is it?
What, tribalism?
Nah, I forgot how it goes. It's like,
you got this. I believe.
Like a common enemy.
The enemy of your enemy is my friend. That.
I don't even know I forgot how it goes, but it's like when two opposing forces join in to.
Yeah. The enemy of my enemy is your. Wait, the enemy of your enemy is my friend, or the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I don't remember, something like that, bro. I'm tired.
It's like, all right, here a good example. I don't know how the phrase goes, but like a good example is like, the debate, right? When Bloomberg was on that debate, like all the other I don't even know what they call them. The politicians were like ganging up on Bloomberg, like talking mad shit about him, like kind of throwing him under the bus.
It's like you ever watch WWE?
Yeah.
Like the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble.
Like the biggest guy walks in, everybody's like, "Yo, we gotta
we gotta get him out first." Pretty much, yeah. But I forgot how the saying goes, but it's like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're thinking of the same saying, but I get your point.
Yeah,
though.
it's like, when two, it's like three enemies, but it's like team up
That's
to.
how I feel about Mexican people and black people. Because Mexican people and black people don't like each other, like gang wise.
Yeah.
Like it's always beef. More back then, but less now. But then we unite when it's like, fuck Trump, or or it's like, fuck the police or something. Which I always saw like real funny. Like when you know who a YG is, right?
Yeah.
YG like made a fuck Trump song with what's his name? The guy who passed.
Oh, Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, and one is Blood, one is
One's
Crip.
Crip.
And they united just to fucking sing about Trump and shit. I don't know, it's real weird. And then he did a song with Sad Boy Loco, which is another, like, he's a Mexican rapper who just is all tatted up from freaking forehead to toes, bro. Not that much, but yeah, he's like hella cholo. I don't know. Everybody unites for different reasons. You know what's gonna unite the planet?
What?
Us, all nations are gonna unite when we get invaded by aliens. They're gonna come down. We're gonna be like, yo, this beef with China, let's erase that, bro. We gotta kill those guys.
I don't think we
Martians.
would even have the technology to like go against them.
Nukes.
Yeah, but then we'd probably be killing ourselves too. What are we gonna drop a nuke on a UFO?
think-
Like, what if they just move to the right and then like,
It's not a UFO next to it.
nah,
You
like
know what?
it's gonna go straight down and hit.
I feel like humans are so petty that they'll kill themselves rather than get invaded by a different species or like a different, like life form.
It depends who's in control, man. But yeah, like, I feel like that's the thing because we have ego and emotion.
We'll die fighting.
Not even that, like, that's how like arguments start and shit. Like,
I
because
feel
people
like-
have big egos, like they lose control of their
You think an alien
emotion.
will have an ego?
I don't know, man.
Well, it depends what type. Like, what if it's like an asteroid that comes with a monster, like predator, not predator. Predators are smart, but something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not like an intelligent life form. It's just like a monster that just landed in a meteor and now they're running around the planet killing everybody. But they're not like spaceships with guns and stuff. It's just like a weird creature, or like what was it like from Spider-Man?
Venom.
Yeah, Venom. He's an alien kind of in the movie. He was like,
But it's like that's like a parasite though, because then
like something like that. It could be an alien like that. It doesn't have to be smarter than us. It just could be deadlier. Or have you seen A Quiet Place?
yeah,
Those were aliens, right? I think.
I don't even know, man.
Well,
I don't
they're-
even know where they came from
Because they were
actually.
talking about they came from space. in
Oh,
the
they came
meteor.
from
I think
space.
so.
I don't remember it down to the detail like that.
Let's assume those
Down to-
creatures came from space, like
Yeah,
a meteor.
okay.
And it was just a meteor that crashed. All these motherfuckers started like skirting around and then killing everybody. I think we'll unite for that. Maybe. Or maybe, you know what will happen? If aliens came to this planet, if aliens landed here, they will all die. Because we're gonna, like, or diseases are gonna jump on them and they're gonna get the coronavirus, bro. They're just gonna fall apart. It's
I
gonna
don't
be
know,
like,
man.
It's gonna be like when Columbus invaded the Native Americans and all the Native Americans died from smallpox.
Can you imagine a world where it's like one day everybody unites?
Probably not.
I have hope for that, but it's like,
Not in our lifetime.
yeah, definitely not in
I
our
feel like we have to
lifetime.
evolve because I feel like humans as a species
Yeah.
are still like we're smart. We're able to problem solve. We're able to communicate. We're able to do all this stuff, right? We're able
Yeah.
to change our freaking environment.
Uh-huh.
If I'm cold, I'm gonna make my environment warm. I'm not gonna go somewhere warm. But I feel like we forget that we're still animals and we forget our primitive ways. And when we get emotional, the primitive side comes out.
Yeah, it
Like,
does.
If we get into a fight, we're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna start
Yeah,
swinging at each
swinging
other
at
like
each other.
like 10,000 years ago when our freaking ancestors swung at each other.
Knock
with
you on
clubs.
the head with a club, bro.
Exactly. Do actions now, think later. That's
Yeah.
That has always been us. Like
I mean,
most of-
yeah. I feel like once your emotions take control, or like you lose control of your emotions. Like logic goes out the door.
even at a higher level, like I feel like the presidents are all like, or the prime ministers are all like having like dick measuring contests. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I have freaking
It's the ego. That's why I was saying ego, man.
I got 6 nukes, bro. I got 11. Well, I got 100. Like, you know
Especially at that level, because when you have that much power, like it kind of feeds to your ego too.
I mean, you kind of have to be a narcissistic to want all that power, right? To be president and shit. Because not everybody wants to be the president of a country. You have to have a certain mentality.
Definitely, but like I feel like to even qualify for that position, you have to have that
A little crazy.
that you have to have that like mental stability to know that like,
Nah.
cause think about it.
I don't think it's mental stability. I think it's narcissism. I think
But it's like if you but all right. So if you have that narcissism, right? Like I feel like you kind of need that emotional strength to like be up there right next to your narcissism to be able to be like, all right, like we don't have to fight. You know, like there's a solution.
Oh, to be a good president.
Yeah.
So you think you could be president?
Hell no. I wouldn't even want to deal with that stress, man. Like I feel like I am pretty ambitious with power, but not to that extent where like I want to be held responsible.
I feel like I could handle it.
You think you can handle it? Bro, look at our presidents, bro. Like they look like they age
Look
10
at Trump.
times faster.
I feel like Trump doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he
and
doesn't
looks
give
the same after 4 years. I feel like I'm not comparing myself to Trump, but
Uh-huh.
I feel like I don't stress out that much.
Yeah.
So I feel like if there's a crazy situation, I have a level head, and I won't make the best decisions obviously because my intellect is not that high to be a president.
Yeah.
But stress wise, like staying calm during like crazy situations where they're asking me press the button for the nuke. I'm like, let me think about it for a second, bro. I
don't know,
chill
man.
out. Let's chill.
I mean, talking about it is one thing, but like when you're at that level, I don't know. It's crazy,
Would you
bro.
smoke weed in the Oval Office?
Hell yeah. That
So
would be
you're
cool.
gonna
That would be
hella
tight as
chill,
fuck.
bro. You're gonna be hella chill.
Yeah, but like
smoking
think about
weed.
it. Like you have all these people that are like, you know, they think it's a bad thing or like they have their own opinions on it, and they're gonna be like, how can we have a president like that's high on weed, like running a country? You know, like some people are gonna, they're not gonna approve
You're
of
the
that.
president, bro. Change the law.
Yeah, but like that's another thing. Like
Executive order.
you know, like you're gonna have to go through like so many things
to change the law, yeah, but you could have like because the president has the ability to enforce because he controls the police, right? He could just be like, oh yeah, don't even bother arresting people for drugs. It's technically the law is still gonna be illegal, but they're just gonna decriminalize it. I feel like he has the power for that. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Because he also has the other thing, the opposite, where he's like, we're gonna buckle down on drugs, and he increases the police. I don't know, like he reinforces the law more. Cause like in New York City, it's illegal to jaywalk, but police don't really give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
But if you're in a different state and you jaywalk,
I think it depends, cause some streets like they care, like the big streets, you might get stopped for it. But I personally never got stopped for jaywalking.
Cause I seen like videos of somebody getting stopped for jaywalking, but it was never New York City or LA. It was usually a small town, and I feel like police and like their superiors always choose what laws they want to reinforce or not. So, like in New York City, they've been like arresting like the ladies selling like candy in the corners, like tamales or whatever. They did this a couple
The
months
vendors,
ago.
right? Street vendors.
Yeah, but they go off and on. Like once they do one time, like they'll do it for one time and then they'll just won't do it for a while and then do it again. But it's usually like their superiors yelling at them, "Oh, you have to get more arrests," or "Oh, you have to take care of the street vendors." But I feel like it's just like a ladder. Like I'm a police, I don't want to do this, but my boss is yelling at me to do this, and then their boss is yelling at them to do that, and then the mayor is yelling at that person, the governor is yelling at that person. Oh, you should be taking care of this.
Hierarchy, right? That's pretty.
And then the cops are like, "Fuck, man, I just gotta forget the tamale lady is in the corner, bro. I don't want to arrest her."
Word.
But then they have to.
Yeah.
It's weird.
They gotta do the dirty work.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know shit about politics, man. I just like pretending I do. Do I have any books about politics? I feel like I do. I got Thug Kitchen. You wanna make some bomb ass tacos?
I like tacos.
This is our sponsor for today. Who wrote this book? You know, this book was from two gang members that they got out of prison and started their own company, where
Pretty dope, you know?
they cooked for they were like caterers and they cooked, and then I guess they blew up and they made a cookbook, and then me and my brother got it. The kitchen.
How many formulas? I mean, how many recipes?
I have no idea.
I said formulas.
I never opened this shit.
How many recipes have you cooked? You never opened it?
No, I totally forgot about it until now. And then we have another one for eating healthy, but do I look healthy to y'all? Nah.
Hey, you could be healthy.
I could.
Health is something that's not up to. Well, it could be, but like
I think I have to start being healthy.
it's hard to tell from visual interpretation.
I feel like I always been big, but my health has always fluctuated. Like one time, I think when I was 14, I weighed like 135, and I was unhealthy because I was like depressed and shit. And I didn't eat for like a while, and I was like a stick. And then when I weighed like 190, I was super healthy because I was working out, but I was also eating a lot, so I was chubby and muscular. And now I'm just chubby, but it is what it is.
You know what's funny about like, so a lot of in China, right? Like they like round faces, and man. Like
and big bodies.
Yeah, they like bigger bodies.
I'm about to go to China, bro. I'm about to go to China.
Cause like
I'm gonna be a freaking sex icon over there.
I don't know, man. It's so weird to me. Like I like that. Cause like everybody, they'll see me. They're like, "Yo, you got so skinny. Your jaw is like so sharp." Like I'm like, "Yeah, it looks good." And they're like, "No, you look skinny." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Are you talking to older people?
Yeah, like older relatives, and I'm like,
yeah, but they like older relatives feel like they probably came from a time where it was like hard to get food.
Yeah, so it's like they think that weight, it's like assimilated with like it's in line with like wealth and shit,
Yeah, so it's probably that they're like, yo, you're not eating enough, but they don't realize you're actually trying to be healthy and by not eating and working.
They don't
out
understand like some of the stuff that I hear them saying. I'm like, but you know what? It's the lack of knowledge. Like,
yeah, I guess so, or just experience. Like, I bet if you were if you had kids, right?
Yeah.
And the trend is to be a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
You're gonna be judging them like, yo, bro, you gain weight, but they're gonna be like, yo, no, this is a thing. We have to be chubby now, because everybody is skinny. Like, you know what I mean? Things change all the time.
It does, but like,
what?
I don't know, man. Like I idolize like the classic physiques from like bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, I do. I like that diamond, like the diamond body shape.
It looks dope, but it looks to me, it looks uncomfortable. Because I feel like they have the same issues fat people have.
It depends. Like, I wouldn't want to, like, even if I wanted to, I don't think I could get that muscular just because, like...
You have to do roids, boy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that. Like, I'm into fitness, but not to that extent where, like... Because, it's like we only have so many hours in a day and shit. So, it's like you got to really pick and choose where you put your time. And I would not put that time into it.
Yeah, I don't see you doing that. I feel like you'll be... If you... Let's say we build a community in YouTube or something, right? You start making a bunch of videos.
Yeah.
And you start making workout videos.
Yeah.
I feel like you'll be more about being healthy and less about the way you look.
Nah, I like the way that I look.
Yeah,
like,
but like...
Oh, yeah, but yeah, definitely. I would value health over, like...
Like looking like a bodybuilder.
Yeah, like a bodybuilder, like show ready,
Your goal is not to be a bodybuilder. Your goal is to do have your diet, do the diet the right way, work out the right way, eat everything healthy. Because bodybuilders, they're not healthy.
I like balance.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you look at bodybuilders when they're like flexing on stage, showing off their muscles, bro. That's when they're the least healthy.
Yeah,
because they're all freaking dehydrated.
Yeah,
and shit.
Dehydrated, and then like your body, I don't think you could even function normally at that, like when you have that low body fat percentage.
Nah, you need a little chubs, bro. Look at the UFC. I don't know how much you know about the. Oh fuck.
What happened?
Tyson Fury and
round 2, September 14th. I was just watching a thing for it today. Man, I actually watched the first fight.
I didn't watch any. I don't have money for pay-per-view. Isn't it today?
I mean, it's today?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it said September 14th.
No, it's today's the fight.
Oh shit. Okay, maybe that's why they kept playing it. But then
September 14th.
I don't know. I watched the first fight cuz it's on YouTube already, right?
Yeah.
And man, I feel like
it's tonight,
Deontay Wilder should have had it ready.
No, Deontay Wilder. Well, he was losing.
He was losing.
He was losing he lost every round.
He knocked Tyson Fury down twice, man.
Yeah, but he by points he was losing. Tyson.
I don't understand that point system, man. It's like they just count like hits and shit, right?
It's confusing because it depends, right? Like they count hits. Those are count significant hits.
Yeah, like the power hits, jabs.
But they don't count like damage done. For example, let's say I just tap you a bunch of times, but you look perfectly and you hit me once and freaking make my eye pop out. They count yours more than they count. I mean, they count mine more than they count yours. Yeah. And then for the UFC, it's weird too.
It's up to the discretion of the judges, right?
Bro,
yo, that shit is crazy.
Fight to the judges. Never leave the. I'm more of a UFC fan.
Yo, Tyson Fury, like I see, like I feel like if he conditioned his body,
dude, he's undefeated.
Tyson Fury is also undefeated.
They're both
right?
undefeated.
Now they have the draw.
they're I think
Yeah, no, Tyson Fury is nasty, but like I'm saying, like if he conditioned his body better, I
Yeah.
feel like I wonder if I'm pretty sure that he would be better.
or maybe he wouldn't because he has a little
Yeah.
gut, bro. That's protecting him, protecting his liver.
For
I mean,
the
you could
mid
say the same
shots.
thing about Deontay Wilder because
He is conditioned.
he is conditioned, but he's also really really small for a heavyweight.
Really?
Like
In terms of weight or like
in terms
size?
of weight, not size, because he's 6'7".
Damn, yeah, word. Both of them are fucking giants, bro.
I think to be a heavyweight you have to be 205 or 206 or higher. 205 is like heavyweight.
Yeah.
He's been fighting like in the 20s, like 220, and then Tyson Fury is 265 I think, and then Andy Ruiz was 272 I think during the fight or something somewhere around there, and then Anthony Joshua was like 240. Like they're all big.
Yeah, they're all huge.
built, and then Deontay Wilder, being so lightweight for a heavyweight, is still able to knock people out.
I mean, that's the thing though, cause they have gloves on.
Yeah.
Like
So
you know,
just punch harder without hurting his hand.
yeah, cause they wrap their hands too. Like when you wrap your hand like that, you don't feel that shit.
Nah, but you still break your hand, dude. I think
Cause like
Bro.
they use like hard tape.
yeah, but it doesn't matter.
But like I
It's
use
still-
like regular hand wraps, and like when I punch like a bag mad hard, I don't feel that shit.
I'm trying to think if any boxer has broken their hand, because I know I mostly watch UFC.
And they break
They
their hands
break
a lot.
their hands a lot. Like,
But they don't. They wear like the
the
knuckle
smaller-
gloves.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking.
Do they wrap? I don't think they can wrap their
They
hands
wrap
with that,
with
right?
tape.
Oh, they do.
wrap tape and then they put the gloves on, and they have like the knuckle, like the little balls here.
Uh huh.
And there's been times where they break. Like you'll see a UFC
shit.
fighter stop using his right hand because he broke it. He just kicks, or he'll just use his left hand, which
Damn.
is good because if you're in boxing, you break your hand. That's half your like
Yeah.
weapons, right?
But yeah, for
But UFC, you kick, you could choke, you could submit them. You know, you could do a bunch of shit.
for
But
boxing, I know they wrap it like crazy tight, and even like you see like they even wrap the outside of the glove. That's for
Yeah.
probably for like more wrist support.
Yeah, I feel like somebody big broke their hand during a big
A boxing fight. Damn, that sucks.
I forgot who it was.
Damn, they really be hitting that hard.
I don't know, but yeah. So imagine Deontay Wilder gained weight or got more buff.
Uh-huh.
Imagine how hard he will hit, or maybe he will not hit as hard.
He'll be
Maybe
slower though too.
Maybe his power comes from his speed.
The power usually comes from like the hip,
Excuse me.
like
You think so?
the turn of your body. Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
'Cause,
Because
like,
sometimes he hit Deontay. He hit in the first fight. He hit him like a weird sideways punch. He didn't like lean into it, and then when he knocked out I forgot the other guy's name. Something Bronson. I don't know.
I mean, when you have those gloves on though, right? Like
Uh-huh.
the padding, like you don't even have to like make a fist. You could like backhand somebody with it. If the padding is like enough to like do damage. That's why like
You think what hurts more, a boxing punch or like a UFC punch when they have the small gloves, like the 8-ounce gloves or whatever?
I think the bigger gloves because it's heavier. Because
It's more cushion though.
yeah, but it's like they do it by weight. It'll be like 16 ounces.
It is heavier, but because it's heavier, you punch slower.
That the cushioning that shit
Doesn't
that shit
really-
hurts. Yeah, I feel like it
I've been punched
adds.
with it. Nah, but you ever been punched by like knuckles?
Cause like I'm pretty sure like
You know what I think it does? It distributes the pain. So like, let's say you get punched in the face, where your knuckles hit, that single spot's gonna hurt,
yeah.
and then I'm gonna punch you that hard because it's bare knuckles, right? But with a glove, they're gonna punch you as hard as they can, and it's like the whole face, and now your whole head is being pushed instead of just like that little spot. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know shit about fighting. I'm just assuming stuff. But in MMA, people say that when a boxer goes down to MMA, they feel way lighter because they have the lighter gloves and they could punch way like they're more accurate in a sense. And then when a UFC fighter goes to the boxing gloves, they're a little bit more sluggish because they're used to training with like lighter gloves and able to open their hand and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, we saw a fight between McGregor and
Yeah.
Floyd, and Floyd kicks his ass kind of.
Hell yeah, man.
But
That was for the money, man.
yeah, but I think somebody says something like a tweet that I think McGregor said this. He was like, out of all your fights, I'm probably the only person that could ever kill you in real life. Because if they were in a real fight,
Oh hell yeah, MMA.
Connor would just kick him in the head. Like, you just head kick, bro. That's it. Choke you out, bring you to the floor. I don't know, bro. That's crazy. We just jumped on the reason I brought up MMA is because
Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury.
well, we're talking about health, right?
Yeah.
And looking better.
Uh-huh.
Like the best fighters are. I mean, not the best fighters. Just the spectrum of fighters. But a lot of really good fighters are out of shape. Out of shape. Like, they look out of shape, but they're
Yeah.
obviously freaking training every day, running miles and stuff. But they just look sort of like a dad.
It's hard though. So like I feel like so you see Mayweather, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mayweather didn't drink or smoke, so his body is probably like super conditioned.
Uh-huh. But
But
then you
like-
have somebody like Andy Ruiz who freaking he looks like me boxing, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know.
That's like the tricky thing too. That's why I was saying
He's a
about
heavyweight,
Tyson
though.
Fury too. Like, cause like Tyson Fury looks like a regular ass dude. He's just tall as fuck, 6'9".
6'9", bro.
Yeah, that's.
Oof.
But like, that's the thing. You don't have to be like a crazy heavy hitter. But like usually like heavy punches, it comes from like turning your body.
I heard that Mike Tyson punches really hard
Oh
because
hell yeah, man. Dude was built, and he's fucking fast too.
he's not that tall either, right?
Yeah, he was 5'9", I think,
But
and he was a heavyweight.
I heard this.
He was fighting people that are like 6 feet tall. That's why.
Andy Ruiz is 6'2", and he was fighting Anthony Joshua who's 6'6". That's a 4-inch difference.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's like me fighting a 6-foot person.
That's
No
pre-
more.
That is pretty
6'2",
crazy.
I think, right? How tall? Yeah, no, 6 foot person.
A lot of it comes down to technique too.
Yeah, or you obviously get lucky sometimes, like But what was it saying? You said something about. Man, I forgot. I'm tired, dudes.
I don't even remember.
But there's a lot of fighters. Not just because the thing is that about heavyweight is that you can look however you want.
Yeah.
As long as you're able to fight.
I
right?
think but that's like any weight class. Like you could look however you want. You just have to hit weight.
But the thing is that the spectrum in heavyweight is 206 and on.
Yeah.
I think you can't be over two. I think in MMA you can't be over 265. But in boxing I think you go higher because Fury was fighting. Andy Ruiz was fighting at 270.
I'm not sure.
So
I
I
don't
follow
really
boxing that
know
much.
the limitations like that.
But in MMA it's 206 to 265. So you have to fit in that range.
Yeah.
But every other class you have to be 205. You have to be 180. No, there's no 185. Is there 185? The 170.
I don't know the
185.
different classes.
It's 170, 185, 205, and then there's like 145, 135, 125. I think like bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, light heavyweight, and then heavyweight.
Yo, would you ever like
Dude, I want to train.
you would fight though, like professionally,
Uh-uh.
or like let's just say you wanted to go in that path and you know even to do amateur fights.
I'll do amateur fights. Just like one thing I want to do, because at work we get the $100 back for doing something
The
healthy.
wellness.
I want to hold on to that
Oh
to the
shit!
summer,
I gotta do that.
and then do like a jiu-jitsu class or a boxing class or like a kickboxing class. And until then, I would just try to increase my cardio so that when I join the class, I'm not freaking the fat one in the class out of breath. Because I could be chubby, but as long as I got my cardio up, right, I should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do that once like I graduate, or maybe a little past that, depending on how busy I am this semester. Because this semester is gonna be a little heavy. So I want to do that, right? Box, and then I was thinking like if I start boxing or doing something, I wouldn't mind doing like an amateur fight. But I'm not gonna take it that serious. Like I'm just gonna be like, yo, give me your easiest guy, and then let's just get in the ring and just, cause you're competitive.
Yeah.
You know, I might get competitive if I keep winning.
If you get into it, right?
Yeah, if I keep
Really?
if I keep winning. Cause the thing is that once you win, you get
It feeds
addicted
your
to
ego.
it. Yeah. But if I lose once, I'm just like, it's not that for me. But I might try it again. But if you keep winning, you win 10 in a row. You're like, yo, this could happen, bro. I could be up there, and then you get your first loss. That might kill it for me though. I don't know. Would you?
I would like to, but I think now probably not.
Why not? You too. I mean, I think we're too old to go
Yeah,
professional.
man, and like just taking hits to the head like that shit fucks you up.
I just think because all these, like back in the day, not boxing but like MMA, all the fighters were wrestlers or did something athletic, right? And then they ended up fighting. But now everybody that's training, they start at a young age.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna hop into boxing at this age, we're gonna be fighting kids that might be younger than us or the same age of us, but they've been training for like 10 years.
See, Ryan Garcia Jr.
Bro, he's freaking
fucking beast.
He's so fast, bro.
He's tall too.
Is he tall?
5'10".
Well, he's not that tall.
Yeah, but like he's at like 135 right now. He's fighting at that weight.
Oh, so he's
like,
tall and skinny. He's really
he's fast too. See, that's the thing. Like you don't have to be like if you take 10 jabs, you're gonna go down. You're like 10 straight jabs, you're probably gonna go down.
I'll go down from one jab, bro. I'm not, because the thing is I'm not conditioned to take a fight, bro. If you punch me once, I might collapse on the floor and
yo, you know,
like
you wanna know something funny? Even when I was taking boxing classes, right?
You're not taking it anymore?
No, I haven't been going.
Damn.
But yo, even when I was blocking, right,
Mm.
and like if I got hit hard enough and my own glove hit me in the face, like there was this one point where like I was blocking like I was trying to block punches, right? Like you turn your glove to block it to catch it, but then the thumb kept hitting me in the eye, and like yo, this eye started going blurry after like, cause I caught like 3 jabs in a row, and then like this eye started going blurry. I was like,
were you wearing headgear and stuff?
nah,
Were you sparring or was it like an
nah,
actual
it was
fight?
just like a little drill,
Oh, and just.
catching jabs.
Oof.
Yeah, but like.
But you're also not trained though.
Yeah, I'm
You're
not.
not used to it.
So like, but I think it was just like I was catching it poorly. Like I should have pushed further out, right? But like,
You're just hitting too close.
yeah, like the thumb just like kept hitting me in the eye.
But wait till you get hit in the stomach, like a liver shot, and you use your body collapses and stuff.
My core is pretty strong. Like
But that's actually not good though.
why?
If you're really skinny, not necessarily like core, because if you get like it goes through the muscle. The only thing that actually helps out is some fat. Like if you look at
To absorb the shock, right?
Yeah, because if you could see like big MMA fighters get kicked in the freaking liver and they just fall.
That shit hurts, man.
That-
Because like if you get the wind knocked out of you, that's it. You're just gonna collapse.
But the liver shots are one of those that are knockout shots. Like you're not gonna be able to continue. Like I could show you maybe after this. I'll show you a compilation of people getting kicked in the liver.
And they just collapse,
You
right?
just fall, dude. It's
Yeah.
literally like you're taking hits to the head, you're taking hits to the legs, you're taking hits to the side.
So that's
liver shot. You just fall.
That's why I like I feel like that's the ultimate competition though. Like I love adrenaline, and like I think if I was conditioned well enough to fight, like that would give me like
How about
an
jiu-jitsu?
adrenaline orgasm.
Will you do jiu-jitsu?
uh
Because jiu-jitsu is you just roll on the floor and choke each other out.
that could be fun too,
I feel
actually.
like that's more fun.
More technique.
More technique. It's more fun. It's still athletic, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're not getting attacked. You know, you're not getting punched in the face. You're not getting your eyes gouged out.
Yeah.
You're not like you just kind of wrestling. You could get really hurt if the person doesn't like know their technique and maybe they're too forceful and like pull too hard on your arm and I don't know, dislocate your arm or something or
Yeah.
actually choke you out. But most of the time you just tap and then it's over and then now you know you lost. So it's mostly it's usually more technique than anything else.
For me, fighting is tough because like even when I was younger and like I got into street fights, like it was always hard for me to like directly punch someone in the face, you know.
Same for me. Like as
Like-
soon as like I felt like, cause I always been big, so when I got into a fight with like a kid that was smaller, like same age but just skinny,
Yeah.
I would just hold him down as much as I could, cause I'm like, dude, you're already bleeding, just get off me. But then I'll let them go and they'll check me again.
I do like grappling though. Like
Dude,
I think that's what I lean more towards, but
something I wish I would have done in high school or middle school, just wrestling. I wish I would.
Wrestling?
I feel like I would have liked it. Just the training, wrestling. I feel like boxing, I would have got. I feel like you get too hurt from wrestling, but not wrestling. I think you get too hurt from boxing.
yeah.
Just getting hit in the head all the time, but wrestling is you just kind of take each other down.
Yeah, more takedowns.
It's a little gay though. It's a little gay though. I've been watching wrestling matches, right? And then
You get teabagged.
yeah, there's that, and then sometimes you start a different person. I don't know anything about wrestling, but I seen them start like where you're on your knees and the other
Yeah,
person
you
grabs
start
you from
low.
the back, and you start from there.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
can start like that? Oh,
'Cause
shit.
I think you start both of you facing each other, right? And then you wrestle, and then if the ref stops it for some reason, you start from the same position you left off.
Oh,
So
shit.
if I had your back, that's where we started.
Okay.
I think that's how it works. I never wrestled. I assumed from the videos that I watched, but I never really saw a breakdown. Like UFC is a little bit more interesting because
They wear a cup though, right?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to.
But imagine if you don't and like your balls are just all. Hey, that could be like a.
But I don't
That could be like an intimidation thing. Like imagine like you're a little homophobic, and like we're wrestling and you feel my balls on your ass. You're probably gonna be off your shit, you know.
I feel like if you're full of adrenaline, you won't even notice it. Cause I feel like in MMA they don't wear cups. They get hit in the nuts all the time, and they have to stop the fight and let the guy like take a second, and then they continue the fight after that. But the thing is that I feel like the reason they don't wear cups is because if you're trying to kick
And you hit the cup, you can hurt your foot.
or it just I feel like it's just uncomfortable. Like you don't want to be
that's
doing a
true
bunch of
also.
exercises with a cup on.
Who knows? Maybe they wear like padded underwear or something. Do they even wear underwear?
Yeah,
I feel like underwear could be something that like at that level, like it could probably be something that restricts your movement, you know?
but they wear like super elastic shit. Either they wear like you ever wore like I wear these a lot, like the elastic underwear. They just feel.
I love those, man. Like
Yeah, like
the it's the spandex material,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I love those.
That's like all my underwear, bro.
Me
Once
too.
I started
Me
that,
too.
cause some of the cotton feel like I don't like it.
I used to wear boxers all the time, like baggy boxers.
Yeah.
And then
Same,
I'll
man.
get chub rub because I got chubby legs.
Yeah.
And then
What
I
is that?
start-
Like when your inner thighs
the
rub?
thighs rub, and then
Oh.
it starts getting like.
Chafe, right?
Yeah, that only happens if I'm wet or I'm walking a lot. And I started wearing them because me and my friends used to go to Six Flags all the time. And after Six Flags, my freaking thighs were burning, bro. I walk like a duck. I'm like that.
God
so then I
damn.
bought a bunch, and I just got used to them. So
I
now wear
love
them
the
all
feeling
time.
of it. Like you don't really get wedgies, you know.
I didn't like them before. I
You
didn't
didn't?
used to it,
I
'cause
love them.
I was used to
from
wearing boxers. And
from the
having my
day I
junk
wore
hanging.
them. Yeah, but when you wear boxers, like when you get the wedgie and you gotta like pick it down, that shit is so annoying.
I guess so. I wore like the boxers that were like not cotton ones, like the stiff ones, like the ones that are like the checker pattern ones, and those don't really went up that much. They went up sometimes, but then I just gotta fix them real quick.
I don't know. Once you go to the spandex, like it's a different feel on the body.
I bought some. They're super thin. They
Yeah.
roll up all the time. I hate them. I don't wear them because I just bought. I thought about the same brand. It is the same brand, but these are like extra thin.
Yo, what brand do you wear?
Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom, are they comfortable?
Yeah, and they're cheap. They're like
Fruit of the Loom, is it the same as Hanes or it's too different?
they're different. They're like 3 pairs for $16. Not too bad at Target.
I go to Marshall's and I get like the Calvin Klein ones.
I got a bunch of Calvin Klein ones, but they're Kleins. I don't like them.
The
They're right
Klein
up.
ones from Calvin Klein, they're not. I feel like they're not that bad though.
I got chubby legs though. We're different.
Oh really?
I feel like, cause the thing is that well maybe just the ones I bought. Cause there's like long brief ones
Yeah.
and then the short ones. I bought the short ones and they just kind of go up.
Oh
too
no,
much.
I hate the short ones, bro.
Yeah, maybe that. I have the long ones. But they're not Calvin Klein, like the boxer ones. And I wear them sometimes. I wear them when like, like I'm wearing like sweatpants, just cause one thing that happens with the freaking like latex one, not latex, the
Latex, spandex.
spandex ones.
Yeah.
Is that if I'm wearing pants that are too baggy, my pants will just fall off. bro,
Oh
'cause
shit, really?
they're,
Oh,
like,
cause slippery.
super slick, right? So when I
Yeah.
wear sweatpants, I wear my my cotton ones just because it's more comfortable and they won't freaking slide off. You could just go, whoa.
I like that material cause like
Dude, we're so freaking random. Talk about underwear.
nah, that material is so good though, cause like yo, like I'm never gonna know when I'm gonna be active, right? So it's like when you sweat on the material, it kind of dries quick.
I just like it because I'm big. I'm a big boy.
Bro, I'm a small dude, but like yo, I sweat like a fat person, bro. Like if it's summertime, 80 degrees, I'll stand outside and I'll start sweating.
I sweat a lot too. I mean, even when I was small, I just sweat all the time. My dad, I think it's for my dad, because my dad when he eats, he takes his shirt off because he's always sweating. My grandpa too. They always eat with no shirt. Like my dad is always shirtless at the house, and my grandpa too. And then if we're eating, freaking soaking, bro. They got
Damn.
but they're also Mexican, so they eat like
Hot ass shit.
hot ass shit, bro. They have my grandpa will have like his food, his tortillas. And he'll have these like chiles de árbol, which are like really thin peppers.
And they just bite on them,
They're
right?
super spicy. They bite on them, and he always has them like dried on a bed of salt. And he just,
On a bed of salt?
Yeah,
How come?
he
Does
has
it give
them-
it like flavor?
I guess so. I don't know. Maybe to dry them out.
Oh
absorb
yeah,
the
that's true.
moisture.
Absorb the moisture.
Because they're always like really scrawny and thin. So he just eats them and he eats the food and he's like, and he would keep eating.
How
He's
did
like, "God
yo?
damn,
That's
bro."
one thing that I don't understand. Like
I think it's one we're gonna try it out next week.
yo, that's one thing that I don't understand. Right? Like why would you want to do that to yourself? Like it's just like if you're in pain like that, in like physical pain, right? Like
I don't eat spicy food like that.
Who
But
knows?
I had really good spicy food that even though it was killing me, I kept wanting to try it.
you know what it could be? Maybe it's a discipline thing, right? Like they're like, yeah, this is pain, but I can handle it. You know, I could bear that weight on my shoulder.
I think it's just flavor.
Hell no, like, bro. So you went to Hot Pot before, right? Have you had it before? Hot Pot. It's like well, we went to 99. 99 they do KBBQ and Hot Pot, but like Hot Pot, it's kind of the same shit where it's like they bring you the food and it's raw, and so Hot Pot, it's you get your own little pot of soup, right? And then you cook your food. So
Yeah.
I have one friend who likes that shit. Like he'll get spicy and he'll ask them for like an extra bowl of like chilies and like chili oil, and he pours that shit into his pot.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And bro, one time I asked him for a slice of beef that he cooked, right? bro, I ate it and it was, you don't taste anything except like.
But here's the thing though, you're not used to eating spicy. So I had food because I didn't use spicy, and then I ate a habanero.
Yeah.
And then after that, I've been eating spicy a lot just because it burned my mouth and I got used to it.
Yeah, but like at that point, it's like you don't even taste. Like I couldn't even taste the beef anymore. It's just it tasted like.
But that's the thing, you can't taste the beef. But I'm like, if I try the same thing, it won't be as spicy, so I can taste the food. I sometimes I make like a. Like I like hot sauce with eggs sometimes, right? Especially in a sandwich, like a bacon, egg, and cheese or something with some hot sauce and maybe some ketchup or something. And sometimes I have it without hot sauce, and I'm like, this is kind of plain. I don't like it.
Is it like
that's when I want?
What type of hot sauce is it though? Like the
I never go crazy.
Like vinegary one, like.
I have a habanero one that I really like right now, and that's
I think I like the more vinegary ones, like Frank's Red Hot. That
I don't
shit.
like vinegary ones. I like chunky. Like I like homemade hot sauces, bro. Like something like if I went to like somebody's abuelita's house and they had like a little bowl of hot sauce and you get a spoon, bro. I like that. Like something they just blended that morning. Like bottle hot sauce, just because it's too vinegary, I don't really like it.
Ooh, I like the vinegary ones.
Like
man.
I'm not that excited about eating these, just because they're all like preserved and stuff. I like fresh. Like
fresh
I like
ones.
blending some avocado, blending some tomatoes in it with the peppers and shit. Like I don't know, I just like it. Have you ever been to Sophie's?
What is Sophie's?
It's a Cuban restaurant. It's like it's kind of like a it's kind of like a buffet style, not buffet style, like a cafeteria style restaurant.
Wait, is that where we get the catering from? Okay,
yeah.
then I
those little green sauce.
That
amazing,
shit is kind
bro.
of hot, bro.
Nah,
actually, it's good though. That one is
so
good.
Good.
Like that is a nice, refreshing one though.
So good, dude. When me and my girl go there, we grab the bottle. They have like a whole section of a bunch of squeeze bottles, and we grab a whole bottle and finish like half of it just because it's so good. That's not even spicy. That's not spicy enough.
That's pretty spicy for me.
Nah, cause you're a bitch. I'm gonna make you try some of these.
I'll try them. Nah, I don't know. I used to be able to handle like hot food back then, but like
it's just
I don't know what happened. My tolerance just like dropped.
It's just tolerance, yeah. So the more you eat it, the better, the more you could take. Cause for me, I wasn't able to handle spicy, and then I had something really spicy. And after that, I was like, "This ain't shit."
You know when it started scaring me. So like, my friend told me that he was like, every time I eat Chipotle and I take a dump, his asshole burns, right? And then I never thought about it. Like I was like, now that I think of it, every time I eat spicy food and I gotta take a shit, my stomach does hurt. So and then it burns coming out, and I think ever since he put that into my mind,
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, and I get scared to eat spicy food now. But it's true though, cause like back then when I would eat spicy food and my asshole was burning, like I would be like, oh, it's coming out now, but like my stomach would hurt like crazy too, like right before I had to take a shit.
My stomach doesn't hurt. I do have
your shit's already fucked up, bro.
What do you mean?
It's already all burned up.
No, I don't eat that. I rarely eat spicy food. Like I eat spicy food once in a while. Like my brother, Brian, he loved spicy food. Every meal he had hot sauce. He'll buy his own hot sauce. But then I think it started hurting his stomach too much because he loves like salt.
Okay.
Not salt. Like lemon and like a bunch of acidic
too much
stuff.
acidic shit, right?
So I think it burns his stomach a little bit. And now he just doesn't really eat it. But for me, I just kind of been. Depends on what I'm eating. Like a soup, I like it spicy. A sandwich sometimes. It depends on what I'm eating. Like I'm not gonna have like everything with hot sauce, right? I don't have to have hot sauce on everything, so my stomach is fine. I just feel like it doesn't really affect me.
Damn, really?
I have had like fiery shits before where it burns, but those are kind of rare.
Damn, really?
Mm-hmm.
That shit is like anything spicy I eat.
We're gonna find out next week when we try these.
I mean, I think if it's just a little bit, it would be fine. But like, in high school, my senior year, right? Like I had 3 classes, and then I remember every Tuesday, like almost every week, me and my friends we would go to fucking Buffalo Wild Wings, and I would eat blazing wings on the regular, bro.
But here's the thing: when I eat spicy, it's just like a couple dabs. It's never like because my brother will like get hot wings like that and just douse them with hot sauce. Nah. That's too much for me. Like I want some flavor. I just want to add flavor.
I need
to the
flavor
food.
and like.
I'm just adding spice to the food, but I don't want it to overpower the food. So I'm not like crazy about it. I just like a little bit.
So like the vinegary ones, like last time my friend's mom just like cooked wings on a grill, right? Like I don't even know what they seasoned it with, but then like I just put Frank's Red Hot on it, and like I ate like 30 wings, man. I was like, yeah, I'll have a little bit, and then I was like, wow, this is so good. Like my whole plate was just stacked of bones.
Damn. You were hungry.
I ate before that too. It was just good. And then with like fried dumplings, that vinegary hot sauce.
Yeah.
Crack, man.
Is my audio too low? My little wave files are like super short, and yours are mad big.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just checking right now. I'll go to edit it later. I think I sound fine.
How's it sound? Can you hear the playback?
Yeah, it sounds fine. You sound perfect. I sound a little too low, but I always get loud anyways. So,
Damn, I'm getting excited about talking about food.
bro, we went from boxing to food to UFC to a bunch of shit.
I don't even know, man.
You know how we start talking about spicy food?
Yeah.
We talked about underwear, and then we talked. And I brought it up because we were talking about cups in the UFC, and I don't think they wear cups. I don't think they wear cups. I want to get into a fight, like a professional.
The organized fight?
Yeah, not like in the street. I feel like I would never want to experience that. Maybe sometimes, like I'm in the train, somebody pisses me off. In my head, I want to punch him, but I know it's not gonna work out in my favor. I'm just gonna take it down.
You can go to jail, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, I would like to test myself. It's something I want to do maybe once, and then
Just to know where you're at.
Yeah, but I do want to train and stuff, and actually, like I don't know. Something I do want to do is something crazy, like run a marathon or climb a mountain.
Yo, I feel like so how you were talking about training your stamina before, right? After hearing the David Goggins story, bro, I'm convinced that stamina is a mental thing, cuz like I think if you wanted to walk, right? Like everybody walks, like if you wanted to walk for like 10 hours straight, you could do it.
Anybody could do 10 hours straight. 10 hours is nothing, bro.
So like how about now like a light jog? Like as long as it's a pace where you can maintain, you could do it. It's just when you're willing to give up mentally.
I think you're stretching like mind over power a little too much, bro.
Really? You think so?
Like,
but when David Goggins did that qualifier, he was like 300 pounds, and he had he had to do 100 laps around the track.
But you could be 300 pounds and be healthy.
Nah, he was not healthy. He was not. He was like overweight. And he was fucked up. He was fucked up to the point where it's like he did
100 laps.
He shit himself. He had his shins were splitting like crazy.
Yeah, so
he taped his legs.
So his body started falling off.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's like extreme.
Yeah, he kept going, but his body was already giving up before his brain did. Like like eventually, if you eventually keep going, you're just gonna collapse. Like nobody wants to collapse. It just happens. Like you ever seen those marathon runners where they're about to reach the end and their legs don't work anymore?
He didn't collapse though. But that's what I'm saying. Like if you do it at a pace that you can maintain.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like even if like I did a lot of mileage, even at a pace I can maintain, like my body would eventually start feeling it.
You ever jogged a lot?
Yeah.
You ever got shin splints?
Nah, I don't get that. I don't get those.
I'm big, dude. So when I jog, that shit hurts like a motherfucker.
Is it because you have flat feet?
I think it's more because I go from not running to running a lot.
Oh really?
Because when I used to work out a lot, I get like the exercise bug for like a month and then I stop. So I'll work out for like a month straight running, and then after like 2 weeks of just running, my freaking shins hurt like a motherfucker.
I stay pretty active.
It feels like needles going into your leg. You don't want to feel that. It hurts. And it doesn't go away. And I'm just like, okay, I just run.
It might have to do with how your feet are too.
It went away once I started running because it will be on a treadmill. And I feel like the treadmill and the shoes I was wearing probably fucked me up.
Yeah.
But when I started jogging in like the concrete and just because going at my own pace, like if I started slowing down a little bit, it'll be fine. If I started speeding up, it'll be fine. Going up hills, down hills, I think that helped me more than just on a treadmill. Something about treadmills I didn't like.
I was just trying to correct like whatever just to get rid of these pains. So like I kind of configured everything, like the way that I walk, the way that I jump, the way that I even stand, like everything, running, jumping, walking, like all that posture, like I readjusted to like try to put less pressure on my knees. And like so a lot of people they have flat feet, right? But like flat feet is something that I think it could be corrected because like just for example, let's say this is your foot, right? Mm-hmm. And this is your your ankle and like your shin, right? Mm-hmm. So when you have flat feet, it's because your foot your body is like this, not your body but like your legs. So that
makes sense. I see people walk like that. I don't think I have that.
I don't know the word. I don't know the term for it, but yeah, some people are like this. Some people are more like that, and like ideally, you want it to be like
more
this.
Like that.
I have like the arch of my foot is like crazy high.
Is it because maybe you fix your posture?
Even before that, because like, so that's another thing. It could be like it could that's what would be genetic. Like some people would have higher arches because of the bone structure, right? But like yeah, like if I was like this, then the bottom of my foot would be hitting that area. But like yeah, like even my toes are curled. Like Edward showed us, like he bought like this PDF on like foot posture and shit like that, and he was like explaining the science of it. Like so my toes are like super curled.
Mine's are pretty curled too.
Yeah, and that's like, I think that's
Is
an
it because of
advantage.
shoes?
No,
Is it genetic?
yeah, it's genetic.
I heard the Mexican people are like the craziest runners.
Yeah, there's a Mexican tribe.
They just runs barefoot, right?
Yeah, and then when they wear shoes, they like cut up old tires.
Damn.
But those runners, they can run like,
you know,
so those people can run like miles at a time. They can run like for like a whole day straight.
and then just come back and just start working.
Yeah,
There was this.
That's just normal for them. But that's crazy.
Have you ever seen the movie McFarlane USA?
Nah.
So my cousin showed me this because we're Mexican and it's about these Mexican kids. McFarlane is a town in California that's known for agriculture, right? So everybody that lives there either works at a like a field picking grapes or picking almonds or something, or almost everybody works there. Like everybody works manual labor.
Yeah.
And back in the day, they had really like they didn't protect the workers. Like they'll overwork them. They won't give them enough water. They won't have breaks and stuff, because most of them are immigrants.
Yeah.
So the story is about like a bunch of Mexican kids that joined the running team in their school. Like
Cross country?
Yeah, cross country. I was thinking about it, but I couldn't remember it. They joined the cross country team in their school, and then to train. First they'll wake up like at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. to go work.
Yeah.
So in the fields, right? Work in the fields. Then they'll go to school. Then when they come out of school, either they will go back to work or they'll start running and start training in the fields. So they'll run up the hills and stuff in the fields, I guess. And then they won like every competition after that. All these freaking Mexican kids, they were doing 3 things: working, going to school, and training. And I was like, God damn, I feel like school is hard enough, and now you're adding work to it, and now you're adding training for a freaking marathon.
It's whatever like you grow up with, like whatever you grow up with, you think is normal, you know.
I don't know, these Mexican people, bro, they're crazy.
Hey man,
how come I don't have that gene? But even in MMA, like
we're city guys, you know, like
yeah,
we don't get that.
When I used to work out a lot, and I went to California to visit my cousins, one thing I loved is running in the open, like in a dirt road. It was the best.
It's actually better because you see, like on dirt road, it's soft, so there's less pressure. There's less shock to your knees as you're running.
One thing that sucked about that is that you'll hit like a weird angle and your freaking ankles will go.
I feel like that's how you strengthen your ankles, though.
Maybe because I got
because my ankles got pretty thick from like just spraining them from playing basketball.
Bitch ass ankles. I feel like I'm pretty durable. Like in general, like I never get hurt. Like I never like twist my ankles. I never hurt my wrist. I never jam anything. I feel like I'm really stiff. Like if you look at my joints, they don't go that far back.
Same, bro. Look, that's as far back as my finger goes.
Mine's too. Like my hand, when you fold it back, that's as far as it goes. Like
all
some
right,
people.
All right, that's flexibility though. That you could control.
You could train.
Yeah, you could train that.
Because I'm so stiff, I feel like because I'm so stiff, I don't get injured that much. Because my freaking, I'm so tense. Not tense,
really?
like I don't feel tense.
I think it's the opposite. If you're more loose, then because then you have more like
Yeah, like flexibility.
Yeah.
But the thing, I feel like that will help if I was like in a big injury where the flexibility will help. But I feel like it prevents it for small ones. Like my ankle is just not gonna roll itself because it's too stiff to roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it depends on the situation. Like, let's say you jump, right? Like you're playing basketball, you jump for a rebound.
And I land weird.
Yeah, you land on your foot. Like if you had more mobility, you would have more reach before you get injured. You know?
Yeah.
Because like I jam my fingers so easily, like because they barely go back.
Oh, maybe. I feel like for small things, I'm fine. For big things, it's the same thing where like, you ever hear about how drunk drivers always survive car accidents? Because when you get in a car accident, your body's all loose and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're awake and you're conscious
and you're tense,
you tense up and you get even hurt.
That's how you could hurt something.
Yeah, I feel like
there's like resistance against the muscle.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like I
Don't
just
jinx
get
it,
hurt.
bro.
Yeah, next thing you know, I come next podcast, I'll have a cast because I fucked up my arm. I don't know. Maybe I also haven't been testing myself. But even when I used to play sports, I barely got like hurt. Maybe I'm just lucky.
Maybe.
I wasn't in a car accident. I just got burned. It wasn't too bad.
Bro,
I just got them Mexican
my
bones,
friend
bro.
sent me this video.
Uh-huh.
This drunk driver in California. She's driving a BMW, right? She went straight into like a little, there's like a circle, right, with like trees and shit, like a little roundabout. And she fucking hit the pole. Her car jumped like maybe like 15 feet in the air, and I was like, she's dead. And she fucking lived, bro. Like the car,
she was
the car
drunk, right?
landed. Yeah, the car landed and like slammed into some parked cars. But like she was going fast when cause she hit a pole and then she jumped.
Or like the pole like went like that.
It was like a tree, maybe. Yeah, I think it was like a little tree, but like you see that shit, like
You know what sucks about life, or just like it's weird?
What?
Is that something that crazy will happen? Like somebody falls off a 7-story building and survives, but then at the same time you got that person that got scratched by a piece of like metal, and now they got like
some type of infection, right?
Yeah, they ate their whole leg.
That's how it is, man. Like
It's
you got.
freaking
That's why
crazy,
you gotta count your blessings.
Like I fell and I hit my head, now I'm dead, or like I'm paralyzed from the neck down,
Yeah.
or this guy freaking fell off a mountain and rolled all the way down and survived with no injuries. Like this world is crazy.
It is,
fuck,
man.
bro. It's crazy.
It's tough because like you could like I think about this all the time. Like that. So with my diet, like I would say that I'm pretty healthy, but like I'm not super healthy. Like I'll eat McDonald's and shit, just because I know that like even if I'm the healthiest person in the world, like I could still get some type of cancer just like from roaming the city, because there's just some sort of smoke in the air.
Yeah,
like
like
there's always something.
I feel like all we could do is just change probability, like statistically.
Yeah.
Like by you being healthy, you're decreasing your chances of getting cancer.
exactly.
But you still there's still a chance.
Yeah,
By me being
exactly.
unhealthy, I increase the chance of getting like
It's
diabetes
all
or
about
cancer
the
or something.
balance,
But there's people that smoke they never smoked in their life and get lung cancer, and there's people that's been smoking since they were 10, and then now they're 110, and they every day. This cures cancer, bro. I don't know, man. Life is weird.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Do you think there's life after death?
I don't know. I feel like from my knowledge right now, I feel like we just turn off, like the thinking just stops.
I hope not.
Where do you think it would go? What do you think
I
would
think
happen?
we just turn off but here's the thing though. Like all I do is study science.
Yeah.
So science doesn't care about things that's unknown. It doesn't care about things that you can't test. So it's not gonna test for unless you could unless there's a way to falsify death. They don't care, right? Like when people say, "Oh, prove God," science just doesn't care. Like unless you could disprove God, there's no way of proving God. So, but then I kind of like listen to like spiritual people, and they talk about other stuff, and they talk about like your mind being separate from your body, and then at the same time we don't know. Like,
how do you feel? Do you feel like your mind is separate from your body?
No, I think it's my brain. If my brain's dead, I'm dead. Like I don't think my consciousness is gonna leave my body. I do think technology could advance so much that we could separate consciousness from your body.
That would be so cool, man.
But I think it's gonna be different from like a soul, like capturing the soul. I think it's more of a like just because honestly, like our brain is a extremely complex organic computer.
Yeah.
So if you're able to recreate the
body, right?
If you're able to recreate the brain out of silicone, right? This able to do all the processes. They're able to do all to capture all the memories, do everything our brain could do, and then you download or transfer that consciousnness from one to the other. What would happen? Like would you just like floop, and now you start thinking in this like, let's say you take that computer, right, that you manufactured that's as powerful as a brain, and you put in this robot, and now you take a human's consciousness, transfer it to the robot body. Would that be your consciousness in there, or would that just be a copy? Now there's two of you, but
if you download your brain, then it would just be a copy.
So if you die, that's not you anymore, right? That's just a copy of you. But it has the same memories, it has the same experience, it has everything exactly the same.
But
wouldn't that be you?
Nah. It would just be a copy of you. Because from that point on, it can make its own decisions.
But it'll make all the exact decisions as you. That's something
You don't know that.
That's something that tripped me out. I mean, it's exactly like.
Because, like, what if you meet that copy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're able to sit down and have a conversation with them. You might be like-minded, but, like, let's say they start interacting with other people.
Well, here's the thing, though. If you take the exact same thing, like if you take a perfect clone of yourself and put him exactly where you are and take yourself out, they're gonna react exactly how you would be. If you take that clone and put him somewhere else, then that's when you start getting like disparities and you go different ways. But what I'm saying is that you're probably gonna act the same because they're replacing you. They're not living with you.
Damn, imagine one day you just wake up and you're like, you have a big headache and you're like, yo, what's going on? And that just happened and you will never know.
You know what's your robot or you transfer bodies?
I was just thinking that though. Like right now we're limited to what our body, because our bodies are like machines, right? It's like you have limitations. But now I'm thinking like, shit, how cool would it be? It's like if you could just make like a body with higher limits, right?
You could
do
have
some
128
crazy
gigs of RAM in your body.
Imagine like,
well, it could be like that. Like imagine your body was a computer and you could just keep updating. Like, oh, the new freaking CPU brain module came out, and now you just replace your brain, and you're even smarter, even stronger.
Like, let me upgrade my reaction time. And but then shit like that would be so.
You know what's
cool.
gonna happen, bro? It's gonna be like, oh, only the rich are gonna be able to afford it. All them like slaves are gonna have human bodies. I have another question for you. It's a weird one. What or it's not a question. It's like somebody said one time about Star Trek. You know how they have the teleport machine?
Yeah.
Where you push a button and you kind of disintegrate and then you appear in somewhere else. What if the person coming out on the other side is not you? It's just you got destroyed down to the molecular level, got transferred to the other side, and they got rebuilt. And then you're dead, and that person got recreated with the same memory, same stuff, same everything as you. So they keep on living as you, but now your lights got turned off. Wouldn't that be crazy? At that point, if you found that out, you wouldn't want to time travel, or you wouldn't want to like teleport.
That is pretty crazy. I don't know.
You know what's another thing? What if right now, your past, right? Your whole life are just memories.
Yeah, it is.
Everything you ever had, everything you ever experienced, everybody you ever knew, they're just memories. But what if those people were never real? What if all those memories are
so
fake?
When you were talking about like making a silicone brain before, right? What I was thinking about was how would you store all the memory, right? And then I was thinking to myself, like, even us right now with our brains, you're absolutely right. Like, we don't remember everything. It's just seconds. So it's kind of like...
Well, our memories are weird because we don't remember an event. We remember the last time we remembered something. That's why our memory sucks.
So it's like flash... Like, in computers, they have flash memory. Where it's... It's like... It doesn't store everything, but it runs things currently.
But computers... to save the actual like picture, or they save the raw data. Our brains don't do that.
But
our brains, it's like, think about it this way: like, you ever like have a video and you compress it, and then you upload it to like YouTube or something, and then you download it again and compress it, and you keep compressing the same video, and over time it just gets blurrier and blurrier. That's our brains. So every time you remember something, you take that memory.
That makes sense though. So like, let's look at it in the terms of numbers, right? Like, our brain can only remember so much stuff, right? So...
Yeah, theoretically.
Yeah. So since we're grown up, right? Like, the storage is getting more and more full. So now you gotta, like, delete some shit.
Yeah, that's why you forget stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So I think hypothetically, it could work.
I feel like if we were a computer...
Yeah.
And memory was like a file... I feel like we do forget stuff, and some things are just turned into little folders with...
Yeah.
They're only able to open with things that remind you of that. For example, you ever had like a memory that you never thought about, you never heard of, like you never thought about, you never rethought about this time you had this situation.
Yeah.
And then you hear that one song, and it just brings you all the way back to that one memory you had about that song. Or you ever just, you know, hanging out and you smell that one smell that you smelled in that one place, and it just brings you back. But without that smell, you would have never thought about that situation. So I feel like memory is like a bunch of little.
Maybe it's compressed to that point where only some things can trigger it.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like
definitely, man.
Our brains are at a young age probably don't forget stuff. They just compress everything into little pebbles.
It's like deep in the storage somewhere.
Maybe.
Nah, cause like so that's another thing. Like there's things that I feel like that's why it's important to write stuff down, right? And like maybe even if you need like a reminder to have like a whiteboard that you're gonna stare at every morning, cause like I feel like there's rules, like certain rules in my life, and sometimes I feel like I want to write them down just to remind myself. Cause like even when I go to the gym, right? Like recently I just hurt my back.
You good?
But yeah, I'm fine. Like,
but you paralyzed?
No, I'm not paralyzed. But like the other day, like I couldn't really move my neck the right way, and like today even moving
Do you
my
pinch
arm,
a nerve?
I don't know. It's something like towards my spine, but like.
Cause you might pinch the nerve. I mean, if you pinch the nerve, you might.
It's not like crazy though. But like I felt this pain before, and like I was like.
I think you're dying, dude.
I have to it's something that I have to constantly remind myself. But it's like now I'm only reminding myself when it occurs, to like where it happened because like I was finishing up a rep, like my last rep, right? And there was probably like. It was like a close to failure rep, which is like, you know, I'm using
the
like
last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like the absolute last bit of my energy, and then like I released tension in my head, right? So like I let go of that breath, and then like instantly as I'm putting the weight down, I felt something like from my neck down to like my upper
when it
back.
just like compresses, right, and it just goes.
It's just like strained, like it felt like something snapped, and I'm like fuck, and then it was like, you know, it's not the first time that it's happened. And it's just like I got careless, and it's something that like, as long as I've been training, I should know this by now.
You know what? You know what's something funny? I feel like I got that from getting out of bed. I'm just kidding. It's just like a cramp in my neck, or I'm just like, oh fuck, that hurt.
But like you see, like even stuff like that sometimes, like like it's a mistake that you've made before, and you want to correct it, but it's like it just hasn't happened in so long that it's kind of just in the back of your head, and it doesn't come up now till it happens again. So that's why I feel like. Some things are important to write down.
Yeah, I feel like I should learn how to write stuff down because I feel like my brain is like a river of ideas, and I'm just like letting it.
Hey, it could be $1 million movie sometime, you know, like
bro,
one day.
I have an idea for a movie, and I should write it down. But I never like writing stuff down, even at school. Like
I think there's a novelty to it. Like even as I get old, I don't even know when the last time I wrote something is, because like we just fucking have computers now. Everything is through text.
I like writing stuff down. I don't like computers.
My handwriting is trash. Like I hate looking at my handwriting.
Me too.
Actually, I do write shit for when we replan.
I like the feeling of writing, because when I'm in class, I'd rather write it. Even though I'm not gonna read it, I'd rather write it.
Yeah, same.
But talking about school, like I would never high school and college. If we had homeworks, I just memorized it. I would just be like, okay, Thursday I have this thing due, Friday I have this thing due, Wednesday I have this thing due, Monday I have this thing due, and I would never write anything down. I just go it off memory.
Damn, really?
Yeah. So everything like
I did that also, but I didn't have like a passion for school, so like I remember it and I forget about it like by the time I got home.
Yeah, but for me, I would forget about it, but I would still have it in the back of my mind where I'm like, okay, I have this thing to do Monday, I have this thing to do Tuesday.
I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh shit, I had homework, dude.
I do.
That was me.
When I was like, because right now I'm finishing college.
Yeah.
But when I was in the deep end of college, when I was like having a bunch of classes and having a bunch of school, I'll wake up in the middle of the night, and I'll just like, do I have a fucking essay though? I gotta check. Also, like it'll be the middle of the summer, like in June or September. I mean, not September, or July, and I'm like, and I'm in my dreams. I'm like paranoid that I'm going to all my classes, and it turns out that I had a 4th class or a 5th class that I didn't know about, and I haven't gone for the whole semester, and I just figured out that I had that class. I show up there, and then they're like, "You failed," and I'm like, "What? I didn't even know that I had this class." Or I missed. I'm always scared that like there's this huge project that I missed. That
Yo, is that what anxiety is?
Yeah, I definitely had anxiety. I don't get anxiety a lot just because I'm pretty chill. I get stressed out, but I had anxiety before, especially with school, where I'm just like,
me too.
I'm just overworked. I remember like the first time I started working at Lego. I started working at the business I work at, where I'm the boss. Doesn't matter. When I started working. The first time I started working, right?
Yeah.
I gave them 5 days availability, and I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. And I had school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. No, I didn't have school Friday. I think I worked Friday. It was before I had a girlfriend, so I didn't have Fridays off. You want to know my schedule? It was Mondays, go to school for the whole day, then go to work. Tuesday was go to work and then go to school. Wednesday was school, then work, and then Thursday was school and work. And then Friday, I think I just had work. And then Saturday, Sunday. I think I worked like 5 times a day. And I had 5 classes. And that's a time where I was sleeping like 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
I did that for 2 months because I was just telling myself, just 1 more month and the school's over. 2 more weeks and the school's over. And I had crazy anxiety.
How would you cope with that though? Like,
I just wouldn't sleep.
Fuck, man.
And then
that shit would drive me crazy.
Last semester was not last semester. Last semester was not too bad because I only had 2 classes. The first time I was a supervisor, same thing. Like I had 4 classes and I had like 4 shifts a week or 5 shifts a week, and it was just work and then school after, school then work after, and just back and forth.
I feel like after a certain point, like you kind of lose your sanity because like I could deal with high stress.
I'll get into arguments with my brothers for no reason.
Yeah.
I knew it was me, and when I look back at it, I'm just like, just too stressed out.
Yeah.
But at that point, I was just like angry all the time because I was so focused on getting all my work done, getting all my school work done, and then I had to like maintain the house, like cleaning and doing groceries and doing laundry and doing all this stuff. I could pull up the average sleep I had for October and November, and it was like 4 hours.
Before,
it was like 4 hours. And you know what it was? It was like I'll sleep 3 or 4 hours, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Friday or Thursday, Friday, because I didn't have school or work Friday, I'll sleep like 12 hours straight, and that'll bring my average up.
That was me during my high school years. Like weekends was when I would catch up on sleep, but like that's what I learned about myself. Like I could deal with high stress, but not for long periods of time. Yeah. Like, cause then that's when it starts fucking me up.
But you know what's funny? It gets easier. Like
definitely. Once you normalize it.
The first time I started working and having school, it was so hard. But now, like I go to work and I go to school and it's fine.
It's like you're saying about Tuesday. Those McFarland USA. Like they grow up doing that, right?
Yeah. So
and it just becomes normal, you know, like.
Oof. Like my girlfriend has been working since she was in high school, right?
Yeah.
Like different jobs, and to her, when I started working, she was like, "It's normal. You eventually learn how to cope with it." But it's hard, man.
Man, all the college students that are paying their own rent and shit, I have so much respect for them because like to be able to juggle all of that at once, like, it's not easy, man.
I don't do that much either. Like when David was working with us, he was doing EMT and he was going to school, and that was crazy. He had like 12-hour EMT shifts, and then he'll go to work, and then he'll go to school, and then he'll get all his stuff. I mean,
it's a lot, but like, you know, honestly, like I feel like that's something young people should do more.
Put themselves in. That's something people should do all the time. Just put yourself in difficult situations, which I feel like I'm not doing. I feel like school and work is the least I should be doing.
I think it definitely depends on like your long-term goals too. Like you have to. There's got to be like a drive for it, right? Like for me, like I like to work myself because, you know, like I eventually want to have a family, and I feel like raising kids is probably like one of the toughest things.
Just store them food and put them in the room with a switch.
Yeah, but then I'm telling you, like it's crazy because
give me a situation.
There's a downside to that too. If you just lock them in a room with technology, now they're gonna be lacking social skills.
I don't care. All
right,
your
like,
problem. That ain't my problem.
So for me, like I want to be able to raise a kid, right? Or like raise kids to the point where it's like when I'm gone from this world, I want them to be able to survive long past me. You know, like I'm just like I'll be like a database for them to like pick at. I mean, of course, like I want to instill some of my, you know, like discipline them. Yeah. You know, teach them respect and shit.
I think you'll be a great parent.
I think so too. Thanks, man. But like, yeah, you know, but it's just like, that's why I try to hold myself accountable for more shit. Like I got to learn to be more patient. I need to learn to control my emotions. Cause like, especially for like young kids, you know, where their brains are like, it's empty and they're kind of just soaking in.
They're just sponges, man.
Yeah. So it's like every interaction, like you got to try to, you can't fuck up. I mean, of course, if you fuck up, you know, you could always talk to them. Like, I feel like the thing that I really lacked was communication. And, like, I was a terrible communicator until, like, my later years, you know?
I'm still a terrible communicator.
But, you know, look, that's the first step. Like, just to acknowledge it. Like, some people, they won't admit it, or like they won't even acknowledge it. Not that I'm not gonna say that they won't admit it, because maybe they don't even know.
Yeah, or they just ignore it because they know they have a problem.
Yo, sign up for this raffle. Here, go to this website on your laptop right now.
I'm gonna get jumped if I wear those, bro.
No, don't wear it. Hey, I'm trying to help you out. If you get this, just sell it. They're going for so much.
I'll sell it for you.
No. Don't. I don't want to buy it because I can't afford that shit. Here, just go to that website and it's a raffle.
Get them for free?
No, it's a raffle to buy them. But this one comes with a special box, so it's gonna go for even more. But if you get them, sell them. That's a month's rent right there, bro.
150?
Yeah, but like these are gonna resell for well over 1,000.
How do I
You're on the
email?
Yeah, just fill out all that information. Yo, tell your dealer to do it too, and if you guys get it, you're welcome.
Damn, that's crazy.
See, like back then, this shit was so easy, bro.
What size?
Honestly, any size. But if you want, the bigger sizes will be. I would say you have a higher chance of winning.
I put 14. That's the biggest one.
All right, not that big. Go like.
I will go 12.
Yeah, 12.
12 is
10 and a half to like 12. That's not normal, bro.
Nah.
The most common size
short,
feet are 8 to like 9.5.
That's because most people are Asian.
Because the people are Asian.
The average person, the average male, the average person around the world is a middle-aged Chinese male.
Really?
Yeah, the average person in the world. You can search that up.
Really? Damn, there's that many of us?
Bro, this is one right here.
I'm not even middle-aged, bro. That's disrespect. Yo, you know what's funny today? So
you might be middle-aged. You don't know when your life is gonna end.
So, that is true.
Right.
So, today, right? The dude that works the desk at the gym, like I always talk to him. This dude thought I was 21 today.
You look pretty young, dude.
I know, man. I swam in the fountain.
I feel like I look older than you.
I have a baby face, bro.
But you're pretty mature. There's something people tell me at work all the time. They're like, oh, I didn't know you were only like 22.
The way you talk, right?
I think just in general.
Hey, man, that's good. Maturity is you know what it is, bro? I feel like since we're cultural, right?
Yeah.
Like, we get our asses whooped, so, you know.
Got my ass whooped.
You never did? I used to get my ass whooped, so, like, I try to stay humble, you know, like. I know I'm not shit, bro.
I did, but at a certain age, my parents stopped.
Yeah, my parents stopped at, like, junior high.
No, my parents would stop at elementary school.
Damn, mom.
Like 5th grade.
My ass whoopings didn't stop till junior high.
But the thing is that I wasn't a bad child, so I didn't really
I was pretty bad.
Yeah, so yours is.
That's not bad, but like it's just, I did a lot wrong in their eyes. Nah, I was pretty bad.
Here we go. Apparently, the most average typical frequent person on this planet is a male, 28 years of age, and is Han Chinese ethnicity. Han Chinese, I don't know what that is. There's 9 million alive. 9 million 28-year-old Chinese guys. Too much of you guys. We need That's why Corona happened, bro. I'm kidding. Bring down the number. I'm being freaking racist.
That's it.
But
I'm sending my army of 9 million after you.
Oof, bro. Come at me, son. I'll take all of y'all. But that's kind of I definitely have like empathy and sympathy for people who are affected or who are, families that are being hurt by the coronavirus.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a result of overpopulation. Not necessarily for Chinese, but just for the planet. Because nature has a way of balancing itself. So if there's like a species, not necessarily humans, but a species that's overgrown, overpopulated, like deers or rats or pigs that are freaking invasive species, because they're overcrowded, diseases come out of nowhere, and then they all eventually die, and then the population goes back down, and it just goes up and down. And I feel like
I believe in that too.
That's happening to humans because we're also overpopulated.
Honestly, like we fucked up the world to the point where I'm pretty sure that like
that's why we go to Mars.
The world is gonna end, and the planet's gonna reset where it's like maybe it would just be like all trees and shit again. But like what is like the for like. How long does it take for like a plastic bag to like decompose?
Like thousands of years.
Yeah, like that's
even,
fucking nuts.
Even like disposable, like not disposable, like eco-friendly plastic is still like hundreds of years, which is a long time.
It is.
But that
it's too late for us, right? As a species.
I wouldn't say that. Because it's all theoretical.
Yeah.
Some people don't even believe
just
in
predictions, right?
Yeah. I feel like nothing's gonna. I don't know, man. It's too hard. Cause the thing is that
how was it that the dinosaurs went extinct? A meteor hit the earth.
Yeah, a meteor hit the earth,
and then it like just completely changed the climate, right? Cause like all the ash in the air like blocked the sun and shit.
And only like really small creatures were able to survive. But I think they're already at decline.
Shit.
I don't know.
That's crazy. How come they were at a decline? Do you like? Is there like enough research shown for that?
I think they were at a decline. Hi Siri. I think they were at a decline because I think lack of food. Because the thing is that the reason dinosaurs were so big is because there was a lot of oxygen in the atmosphere. So because there's a lot of oxygen.
You're telling me I'm short because I'm not breathing enough?
No, that's different.
Fuck, man.
You're short. You're short genetically and environmentally. So you only have like a small like window of different heights you could be because of your genes, and then the rest is your environment, like your diet and all the stuff you do. But I don't know, man. I would have asked me like 2 years ago when I was taking anthropology or like other like science classes. But I think it's because the lack of oxygen didn't allow dinosaurs to get as big. I don't remember. Because the thing is that dinosaurs are weird because there's Jurassic, there's like
Paleolithic.
Yeah, not Paleolithic, something else.
Right,
I don't know. There's a bunch of like different.
I just wanted to sound smart, you know.
There's Jurassic. There's Cretaceous. There's a bunch of different like eras. Like I don't think like T-Rex lived with like Triceratops or wherever. Like maybe they did, but there's like a bunch of things that Hollywood fucked up. Like dinosaurs are not like scaly. They're typically, they would usually have feathers. Or some people, you didn't know that?
Actually, yeah, that's true. Because I remember there's this like dinosaur. It was like related. It looked like a giant chicken or some shit, right?
So they, like people think they will have feathers. It's all Hollywood, dude. And then they wouldn't roar. They're more likely to sound like birds because they're more related to birds. So they'll maybe like a small dinosaur will cluck or make like little. I mean, like more. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I'm trying to explain something I don't understand. So dinosaurs were cool.
That would be cool.
I used to love dinosaurs, dude, and I would know more back then. But everything I'm trying to think of, I'm forgetting.
You don't care for it, right? Where it's compressed.
It's compressed. I got compressed memories I can't open. I don't know.
That's such a cool concept when we were talking about that the memories and shit, and like downloading into like you said, like maybe one day they make like a silicone brain. That would be sick. I was just thinking about that today because like I feel like right now I have pretty fast reaction time because when I play games with my friends and it's like on reaction, like I smoke them at it, and I'm like,
there's no game you could beat me at besides Smash.
I'm sure there are other games I could beat you at.
Like name one.
Reaction based games. I'm pretty sure I'll smoke you.
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
These hands are hands of gods, bro.
When this video ends, we're gonna go on your laptop and we're gonna look for a reaction based game.
Button?
Like,
I did that with
pressing a button and
okay, we'll do that.
We'll do that.
And the light turns on, you push it.
And let's see if I'm right.
This is that right now. Let's call it because we've been like an hour 26.
You want me to? All right, wait, hold up. But before that, you want me to tell you how I train my reaction time?
How?
By putting my life on the line, like riding my bike and like the way that I drive, like those tight merges, bro. All right, like on a bike, you know.
You're gonna be real embarrassed when I beat you and I don't put my life on the line.
All right, we'll see. I'm pretty confident, man. All right, you know what?
Bro, let's do it live. Actually, I can't because it's gonna freaking freeze the thing. Hold on. I bet I could bring one up on my phone.
On your phone, like how would I think like if it was like a keyboard, like press this button.
It's gonna be touch the screen. I think I did this once.
What do you mean?
Reaction time, reaction button. You about to get embarrassed live,
right,
son.
We'll see.
You about to get embarrassed live. Oh, it's freaking something else.
What would it be? Like you have to press buttons? Like whack-a-mole type shit, right?
It's gonna be one button. It's gonna be one button, and as soon as it turns red, you push the button.
So you go first, and I go first.
Well, I'll show you how. It's okay. So when the red button turns green, click as quickly as you can. Click anywhere to start. You want to start or should I? You start because I'm challenging you.
I'm talking shit. All right. So I just tap anywhere.
Yeah. As soon as it.
And I can touch anywhere, or is a button?
Anywhere. And then you have 5 turns, so you just keep doing it. It's gonna give you an average.
Oh, nice. Give me a little warm up.
Mm-hmm. No, they're all getting averaged out. So that was your first one. 427. Okay, 427. Yo, I'm about to embarrass him, yo, because those numbers looking real high right now.
Actually,
those numbers looking real high. You're about to get embarrassed, but
oh my god,
look at that. Okay, I'll let you go again, because hold on, refresh the page, because you already fucked up. You fucked up your freaking.
All right, wait.
Hold on.
How you refresh it?
There you go.
All right, wait. We have to do it. So you see how my finger's right above it?
Uh-huh.
Let's do finger. You want to do finger on the table?
Just do it however. It doesn't matter as long as you press it.
Okay, fine.
You can put your finger anywhere. You can put it right above. I don't care. Ooh, that was really good. Damn, you're going hard, dude. I don't think I'm gonna go that hard. My hands are sweaty right now because I'm about to lose. This guy is super competitive. This is a good way to end the podcast. I bet like 2 people are gonna listen to this part, but fuck it, yo. When we blow up and we have millions of viewers,
yo, I like what you're doing right now. You're trying to distract me.
when we get millions of viewers, they're gonna come back to this episode and be like, yo, they were freaking.
Oh my god, I got slower, bro.
404. Remember that?
Nah, once you started talking, man, that's it. Like I started slowing down.
Talk, dude, you can talk. Let me beat this motherfucker.
All right, let me see.
I'm gonna get like 10, like 1,000.
My finger was shaking because it was so close. Damn, you were talking all that shit, eh? You're gonna get slower and slower because now I'm talking now. So what you do today, buddy? How's work? Okay, 395. You know that's pretty fast. You know, but my slowest was like 328. So shit. Yo, your finger looking kind of shaky there, buddy. Oh, okay, not 328, but 352. That's pretty fast, buddy.
Ooh,
what? No way.
358, got it. If I do it again,
I gotta do it again.
404 right here, right?
He beat me.
He took 2 turns.
I was talking shit.
He took 2 turns. I got 358. 358.
How did you get 358 if I swear my lowest number was lower?
It averages out. All
Does
5
it
of them.
actually?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit,
you have
it
5
does.
turns, and then the out of the 5 ones, it gets averaged out. So your average was 404, my dude. That's real slow. Damn, you're going hard right now, aren't you? All right, I'll keep it quiet.
329.
He took. But that's like your 3rd turn though. Like you already went 3 times. I did it right away, bro. It was one.
Yo, come on, you played this game before. I never played this game before.
I played it like 5 months ago when I asked you about.
But you have the memory of it.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I let you go twice.
335.
Bro. We had to keep going.
I know.
Oh fuck!
If you beat me, that's it, man. It's clip for me. I was talking all this shit and that's it.
Damn, that's so slow. No,
yo, you subconsciously just refresh it.
I didn't do it on purpose. I just want to start again. All right, fuck it.
Oh, it was the last one. Then we end it here.
Last one.
Yo, we should have showed them. What was it? 335. Yo, if you could beat 335, you got good reaction time. Yo, does this show like the average?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that was fast.
Fuck! I got too close to the screen.
Yeah, even that first one, your finger was mad close.
Nah, I'm not gonna beat you.
Ooh, that was fast.
Damn, I did worse.
Damn, you did worse.
I messed up the first time. No, I feel like the more I get into my hand, the worse I get.
Wait, yeah, cause like my finger
again?
shakes. Wait, no. I want to see like, does it show like the average of just like? Oh yeah,
humans?
it does.
Like for everybody?
Statistics about the test. The average is 215, bro.
Yo, we suck, dude. Nah, there's no way.
Yeah,
there's no
right?
way.
What the
215.
fuck? Wait, hold up. The average reaction time is 215. Hell no.
We're shit.
We're like fucking slow as shit then. Nah, I'm pretty sure they have a computer. You could probably do it on a computer, but you see it's in
like a
touchscreen.
mouse click?
Yeah, mouse click.
We could do it after.
All right, we ending it here
We'll
though.
talk about it next. I see you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Like, comment, subscribe. It's been real.
It's been real. All right.